Turn-based strategy games are a great option for gamers like you and like me. So today I want to give you guys 15 of the newer and better turn-based strategy games available on Steam. Thanks for subscribing. Now let's dive into the list. Dice Gambit is a stylish turn-based tactics game where you build and customize a family of inquisitors tasked with hunting monsters throughout a colorful fantasy city. Combat mixes tactical positioning with dice-driven abilities and character development, making it a great choice if you want something strategic, but a little less traditional than your standard XCOM-style game. ZEPHON is a dark, post-apocalyptic 4X strategy game from the developers behind Warhammer 40,000 Gladius, combining empire building with tactical turn-based warfare. You'll manage cities, research technology, explore a devastated world, and battle everything from cybernetic monstrosities to supernatural horrors while deciding how your civilization is going to survive. Endless Legend 2 takes the classic 4X formula and drops it into a constantly changing fantasy planet where the environment itself can drastically reshape the map. Different factions have wildly different mechanics, so expansion, diplomacy, economics, and warfare can feel completely different depending on who you choose, giving this a ton of replayability. Now, if you guys don't mind, we have to pay some bills. What an amazing time it is right now to play Raid Shadow Legends. You're gonna get 5 free champions just from downloading the game with my QR code or my link in the description. By the way, thanks to Raid for sponsoring today's video. Let me take you through the champions. First, on download, you get an amazing nuker named Tholin. I have him on my account and I absolutely love him. He is going to crush the competition. You get Pelops, another legendary you can have on day one that's gonna explore the magma shield world with you and help dominate inside of all elements of the game. Then along your journey, you'll unlock 3 epics: Uugo, Tagoar, and the Mausoleum Mage, all champions that will help support your teams as you dive into Raid. And along the way, you'll pick up some other champions like this mythical Nell Blackteeth, one of my most favorite recent ones to play with inside of the live arena. So download Raid Shadow Legends, use my QR code or my link to get those bonus rewards, and I'll see you in the game. Thanks for your patience. Now back into the list. Wartales puts you in charge of a wandering medieval mercenary company instead of some legendary army of heroes. You explore a huge open world, recruit and develop your fighters, take contracts, gather resources, and survive tactical turn-based battles where keeping your crew alive becomes just as important as actually winning the fight. Showgunners is a turn-based tactical combat game turned into a deadly futuristic reality television show. The handcrafted battlefields are loaded with traps, enemies, and environmental hazards, and its 93% positive Steam reception makes it one of the more underrated tactical games on the list today. The Last Spell combines turn-based tactical combat, roguelike progression, base building, and tower defense into one incredibly addictive package. During the day, you'll rebuild your defenses and improve your heroes, and at night you'll use those heroes to slaughter enormous waves of monsters, trying to destroy the last remaining strongholds of humanity. Songs of Conquest is one of the closest modern successors to classic Heroes of Might and Magic, combining exploration, kingdom management, and turn-based tactical battles. You'll collect resources, capture territory, develop towns, recruit huge fantasy armies, and control powerful magic-wielding heroes across campaigns and multiplayer matches. Sunderfolk is especially interesting because it's designed around cooperative turn-based strategy, allowing up to 4 players to work together through tactical encounters. Each hero brings completely different abilities to the battlefield, and the ability to play couch co-op using phones as controllers makes this feel almost like bringing a tabletop strategy game directly onto your TV or your monitor. Now, as always, at the end of this video, I'm gonna give you guys my 2 favorite games from today's list, so don't miss that recommendation. Shogun Showdown strips turn-based strategy down into fast, incredibly satisfying tactical battles where positioning and timing become everything. You build combinations of attack tiles, upgrade your abilities, and carefully manipulate enemies around the battlefield, creating a mixture of turn-based combat, deck building, and roguelike progression that has earned overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. Cyberknight's Flashpoint is basically cyberpunk XCOM mixed in a tactical heist game. You'll recruit and customize a crew of mercenaries, plan operations, use stealth, hacking, cyberware, and specialized weapons, and then deal the consequences when you carefully planned missions inevitably start falling apart. Jagged Alliance 3 brings one of PC gaming's classic tactical franchises back with a huge cast of mercenaries, deep character customization, and some incredibly flexible turn-based battles. Outside of combat, you're traveling across a country, managing money, recruiting soldiers, and making decisions that can actually affect how the larger campaign develops. Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era. Yeah, this is a long-awaited return of one of the most important turn-based strategy franchises ever created. You explore fantasy maps with powerful heroes, collect resources, build cities, recruit enormous armies, and battle opponents in classic tactical battle. And since arriving on Steam in 2026, it's already earned a very positive reception from thousands of players. But if you really want old school XCOM with modern improvements, Xenonauts 2 should absolutely be on your radar. You're fighting an entire global war against an alien invasion, which means tactical ground missions are only part of the game. You'll also manage bases, research alien technology, equip soldiers, and intercept UFOs while deliberately trying to stay ahead of a technologically superior enemy. MENACE comes from the developers of Battle Brothers and takes their brutally tactical style of strategy into a gritty science fiction setting. You'll combat infantry squads, tanks, and mechs across different planets, build relationships with factions, customize your forces, and deal with missions where losing experienced soldiers can completely change the future of your campaign. And Steam players have responded well to this one since its release in 2026. Technical Breach Wizards, one of the highest rated modern tactical games on Steam with an overwhelmingly positive reception. You control a squad of heavy armed wizards using ridiculous supernatural abilities to breach rooms and manipulate enemies. And the ability to rewind your turn encourages you to experiment with increasingly crazy combinations until you've basically turned every battlefield into a giant tactical puzzle. What really makes Tactical Breach Wizards stand out is that underneath the humor and ridiculous concept, it's extremely smart strategy game where positioning, environmental interactions, and combining character abilities constantly give you new ways to solve encounters. Now, my favorite ones, Tactical Breach Wizards is one of them. I think it's really fun, cute, but at the same time, definitely hits that turn-based strategy tactics that you're looking for. My second is Heroes of Might and Magic, because we need something that's a little bit of a classic feel in this genre, and I think that one definitely fits the bill. Those are 15 of the newest turn-based strategy games I wanted to recommend to you guys for the summer. As you all know, I bring out you guys lists of all different genres, mobile and on Steam, as we go through the different seasons of the year. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on some of the best games to play next.